Remember, guys, The Athletic have given us an exclusive offer. If you want to check it out, they've got a world-class team of football writers, so it's well worth a look if you've got a bit of time over your Christmas period, bit of time off work, have a little read up, and it is theathletic.co.uk/I had trials once for a 7-day free trial plus 50% off your yearly subscription. Cheaper than getting it for free.
Cheaper than not buying it.
Welcome back, Jordan.
Welcome back. How are you feeling?
Oh, not good.
Now. We said you had the shits, but I don't think you did you?
No, I had a baby.
Oh, your missus had one.
Yeah, well, I saw that. Someone said, see how Jordan copes on his own when Seddon's ill. I was like, why not just tell the truth? I just had a baby.
Well, your little one was ill or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, he was on it.
So I didn't know how ill he was, so we just thought,
yeah, I suppose
let's stay away from that sort of subject.
Topic. Yeah, no, I didn't.
But he's all right. He's still with us.
Yeah. Touch wood. He's all good. He's all good. What is he now? 2 weeks old?
Is he?
2 weeks old, yeah.
What a guy.
I know. Plugging along. Doing well.
How's the other one? Still keeping you up?
Yeah, she. I don't know what's going on with her. She's just 6-7 times a night. She's waking up. No. Oh, it's like, oh my god.
Fuck that, mate.
So yeah, no, I've had a lovely Christmas, but I'm just tired.
You look tired.
Yeah. You look like Eminem. Still looking better than you.
Right. Well, I'll introduce you to our guest.
Yeah, you introduced me because I don't know him, but
I met him first playing for Fylde. I scored against him for Salford. Oof. And called him a fat fuck.
Oh, nice. It wasn't just a fat fuck. It was a fat scouse fuck. He was a mank twat.
You was giving it me back. So.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, got you, haven't you?
Yeah, but then we come to Alti. Was you already at Alti?
I was on trial.
Was you?
Yeah.
And then I signed. And he signed, and good mates now. Yeah. Had a few good dudes, haven't we?
Yeah, not half. Yeah. Some good ones.
Who is it then?
Tony Thompson.
There we go.
Who is the oldest looking, youngest goalkeeper. How old do you think he is?
How old do you think I am? He's just looked at...
Well, no, I know your age. Yeah, I thought Wiki had got it wrong, if I'm honest. I thought it meant you had a child at 25.
No. Just because you look like shite.
25-year-old Tony Thompson.
The Grant Mitchell of non-league.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Well, we went to Dublin not long ago, and one of the lads put him in a Stone Cold outfit. So he's just popping cans everywhere all over Dublin.
Yeah. Big enough though. How good is Dublin?
I dread it, me.
Why?
I just dread my hangover after because it's
but
it's just non-stop.
You've got to get up and have a few more beers, and you're right then again, aren't you?
I met George most probably 3 years ago now, and every year we've went to Dublin, and every year I've seen him deteriorate. Honest to God, like,
I'm getting old now. Like,
yeah, he's getting old. He's like, I thought he was like my age or younger, the way he acts.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But he's nearly 30 now. He's getting on, and every year the Sundays are getting shorter for George.
Yeah, I got a pizza about 10 this year and went home.
Struggling.
Couldn't handle it, mate.
What, back to hotel?
Yeah.
That's poor from you, John. That's poor. That never used to happen in the past.
The year before, we didn't even get changed. Like usually we get like fancy dress, go back, get changed, go back out. Didn't even get changed last year. Just stayed in bed.
Well, we played Bradford Park Avenue, on the Saturday, and we had to be at the airport for like 6, maybe 6:30 latest.
Right.
So after Bradford, we got beat. So the gaffer wants to talk to us, and we're like, "Fucking hell, we need to go."
The thing is, though, do you not find you always get beat when you've got a night plan?
Yeah, well,
it's just a mentality thing, isn't it? Because
definitely,
as much as you say,
as long as you're thinking about it's going out.
No, you can't say that, but yeah, it is like.
As much as you say to the lads, right, forget about the night out, put that to the back of your head, it's still there, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
you can't
it's
help
not.
it because you have that like giddy excitement because you're going out with lads and it's a Christmas do, and I think sometimes you're all that like nervous energy that you're excited about going out, it affects your game.
Yeah.
To be fair, the gaffer said, "Listen, I know what it's like, but you've just got to try and get it out back here."
What was the score?
We got beat 2-0 off bottom of the league.
It's
not good, is it?
Well, all the elements were in our were in their favour.
Yeah.
The worst pitch I've ever seen in my life, as always.
Yeah. When
Windy,
you turn up, you're in like a dungeon.
Yeah, you go down the stairs, you nearly fall down the stairs to that steep.
Have you still got the track round it?
Yeah, they're kind of closing it off now, but it looks like fucking ADOC.
And
They've
then
got
you
like horse racing track round it.
Hey, and then you've got that bus shelter behind the goal.
Yeah, you remember that? Big stand.
Horrible.
I've hit that a few times.
Yeah, we battered them really first half. I hit the bar.
What are you supposed to do after?
And then, but then it was a bad game. But then it went from bad to worse. Like as we're setting off in a rush from Bradford, Huddersfield Junction, my tyre pops.
Oh, no.
4 lads in back.
Where were you leaving your car? At the airport?
At the airport,
Just driving
yeah.
straight to the airport.
So then we had to. I rang the AA, and the AA man said, right, I was on hard shoulder. Hazards on. AA man went, right, in no circumstances do you go back to your car. And then one of the lads went, yeah, half a mile up the road, there's a Huddersfield Junction. We went, right, fuck it, sit a bit, put phone down on AA. And I just drove on this flat tyre, sparking for like half a mile down the motorway. Come off at Huddersfield, and Paisie's mum lives in about 5 minutes from that junction.
Yeah, she does.
But the worst thing is though, like it's the nicest thing what's happened. Like his mum turning up, but the worst for Paisley.
Yeah.
It turns out his mum's fit. So,
his mum's so
like,
fit, fake cans, the lot.
Asha.
Yeah. Drives a Tesla and that.
What's her first name? Twitter account.
Paisie's going to be fuming with that, isn't he?
Nah,
So,
gotta mention.
Paisie's mum turns up, absolute worldie.
Yeah.
So lads are buzzing with that anyway.
Did she have a good time in Dublin?
She give us.
Get her a ticket.
Well, she give us. Everyone was ringing Tony see if he had a spare tyre for her. But that didn't come about. He was already at the airport.
Left that in my kit.
And yeah, she orders a taxi. So my car was left there in Huddersfield in some Italian restaurant. And then she gave us some money for a taxi, and we finally made it. Got to the airport.
Oh, wait there. He's 30, and Hanks, who else was in the car?
Me, Hanks.
They're all 30. They're all getting money off Piers' mum.
30-year-old. Yeah, but Ringo was there as well, and he weren't going to put any money to. So
How much was it from there?
60 quid.
To Manchester Airport?
Yeah.
So when you've landed, you've had to go at your car then, have you?
No, I
At
got
some
my
point?
dad to go to the place.
Do you do anything for yourself?
What?
Do you do anything
No,
for
I
yourself?
wouldn't have got my dad to do it, but he needed my car on Monday for work.
Right.
Because I was still in Dublin.
Right.
So he was using my car. So I said, well, if you want to use my car, you've got to go
You
and
got to
sort it
run to
out.
Huddersfield.
Go and pick it up.
Get the bus to Huddersfield and get my car.
So we did.
No, I think him and my mum had a day out and sorted it all.
Right.
So. But then when we got to the airport, 3 hour delay on the flight
Oh no!
So from
you
8
rushed around.
till 11. But then, bit of good news,
Yeah.
11. You didn't get to Dublin till 11 at night.
till 12. We
12.
flew it on
Oh, killer! That's horrible.
Yeah.
The best bit though, in the airport, like I forget the 2 lads' names. Like hopefully I could shout them out.
Yeah, we need
Went
to.
behind the bar, and they played for Alti Rezzies and like was from like Alti, supported Alti. Mate, was just giving us pints and that.
Yeah.
It was class.
So it went
So
from
the
like,
two guys. Oh, do you know what? I know one of the guys.
you do?
Yeah, because when I went away, where did I go in September?
Terminal 3.
Terminal 3. There's a guy behind the bar, and he said, "Oh, I listened to your podcast. I know Jordan Hume." And he said he played for Ulte, and that must be the same lad.
Brilliant. 2 of them.
A young lad.
One was a fan. Yeah. Both
He's a young lad, yeah.
And one was a fan. So when I went to the bar, he was like, "Oh, was that Portsmouth last week?" I thought he was taking the piss. I
Yeah.
was thinking, "Oh yeah, sound." And then I think it was like £7 a pint or something,
Yeah.
or whatever. And I thought, it's going to be an expensive round.
Yeah, 3 hours there. Thinking, fuck.
Next week I got like 5 pints and it was like a tenner. It was like, sound. Say nothing, do you know what I mean? Just walk away.
And he just kept doing it.
Yeah.
kept doing it.
What a guy.
Brilliant.
We had a whip round at the end. I think he got about 60, 70 quid off us.
Did he?
Just for himself. So.
That's all right. He owed 140 quid behind the bar. His boss
I
has
paid
sacked
half
him.
the bill.
Yeah, so I hope his boss ain't listening, but he did a fucking right job.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully, like, he'll have to tweet us his name or something.
yeah, we're gonna have to get
Yeah,
some tickets,
Class,
won't
lads.
we?
Yeah, getting some tickets, yeah. That's
For,
class, isn't it?
For United,
Yeah.
not
Do
us.
remember.
United tickets.
So you get to Dublin at 12 o'clock then.
Yeah.
It's obviously like anybody who's been to Dublin, it's still rocking by that time. But you've missed a good chunk of it, haven't you?
Yeah. Where did we go? We just went to what?
We just
Usually
went
you go
to
Temple Bar for
Temple
like a couple
bars.
bars.
Yeah. You go straight to a
Mate,
nightclub.
the plane
We went.
was fucking chaos.
Yeah.
There was Chorley, there
Morecambe.
was Morecambe, there was... Who else was there? There was Matlock Town.
Yeah. Backup.
There was...
What was
who's
it
the other
like?
one?
Bring up Bright House.
Bright House.
What was it, like a relegation battle plane?
Yeah, that's it.
Brig House Town was on there giving me shit.
Were they?
Yeah.
Brig House.
So,
Brilliant.
I told them all I'd pay the subs next week.
No trouble though. Everyone just like in a
Yeah,
good mood.
that was good.
That's good, isn't
Good
it?
banter,
That's the
yeah.
way though. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds cheesy, but I was speaking to another lad from another team. A bit like me and George used to give each other shit and that.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to him. I was like, "This is what Dublin's all about, really." Because I thought you was a fucking cunt. Do you know what I mean?
Just
No,
drop
bleep
the
that
C-bomb.
out.
bleep that one.
Yeah,
Do you
drop
know
the
what I mean? But
C-bomb.
like, he turned out he was alright.
Yeah. Do you not find that though? You'll meet so many lads on the pitch and you hate them and you just think they're obviously idiots, but you meet them off the pitch and they're totally different kind of character. Pretty much, they're probably just like yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Do you know what I mean?
that's
Like,
the problem though,
yeah,
isn't it?
a lot of lads in non-league have all got the same mentality, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we found that out when we was in Dublin, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But it was good, like, as soon as you walked into the Dubliner on Sunday, it was like absolute cockfest, but it was just team.
Was it?
Team.
Everyone in fancy
Sit
dress.
there and listen to all the live music and all stuff like that all
but
day.
Brilliant.
they'd all been like, they'd all done their fancy dress, as in, pick their own. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they was all, if they had muscles, they'd go as like a Spartan.
Yeah,
You know, like,
so
so
they
they
look
look good.
yeah.
We'd picked other people's.
What
I was
did you go as?
I was in a fucking gimp suit.
Oh no!
What
What,
a-
on the Sunday?
Yeah, with my nipples out.
Oh,
And then-
that's embarrassing.
I think one lad was.
One lad was a Nazi. Like dressed full as a Nazi.
No.
Yeah,
way.
because he's our physio and he's been in the army. So one of the lads said, right, well, that's how he's going to get it. One of the lads...
Did he get some stick for that or not?
Nah. So,
Did he not?
One of the
I
lads was
saw
really-
one video where somebody goes a tampon or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's disgusting. Like
like
who
a dirt.
picks that?
A used tampon.
A used and
I'll
I
let
saw
you
him
tell
running
him
down
why.
the.
no, he's a big fart and he is a big wet lettuce.
Is that why?
Yeah.
He's so soft and he's called Ampo. So now he's
Yeah.
called
Oh,
Tampon.
tampon.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
it's Connor
Nah,
Robson.
he's a good lad.
There was Ginger Spice, because one of the lads is Ginger.
Yeah.
Denz was dressed as like an old woman, with like little saggy tits.
There's a dolphin.
Yeah, because his dick looks like a dolphin.
He's got a 5 skin, not a 4 skin. Like that long.
He's like foreskin's bigger than his thing. His lash.
That's exactly
Called
right.
dolphin.
Yeah.
Imagine everybody calls him Dolphin, and then he's say like his parents' house. Or what do they call you Dolphin for? he's got to explain it.
Why are you dressed as a dolphin?
Oh,
Yeah, it was a good day.
it's a good do there. So then you woke up Monday and flew home.
Woke up Monday. I think.
What date was that then?
Jesus.
20.
No, it was only the 9th.
Oh, it was early on, was
Yeah.
it?
Early
Early
days.
on. Ah,
We're
right,
back on the
okay.
11.
Because last year we went later. Come back around Christmas time. There was like 4 games in like 10 days.
I think we
Yeah,
lost
it's hard to
every game.
recover,
We
innit?
lost them all.
lose
So,
them all?
yeah, so
Did
we
ya?
couldn't do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad, innit?
So yeah, we had to kind of work around
Fixtures.
doing it, and
How do you find that then? Obviously, the Christmas period for non-league, because it's obviously when you're professional, you're in every day near enough. You're training, so at least you know like your diet. You're not going out at night because obviously you know you're in training, and you know that the other lads will smell it on you, or like the gaffer. So you don't usually do it as a pro. You'll have an odd couple of drinks or a night out somewhere, but non-league. You generally don't train, do you, that much over Christmas because you've got so many games.
we were supposed
So
to.
how do you monitor it? Like, because obviously, if you guys
you're not a massive drinker, are you? So
No, I'm not a big drinker, to be fair. I go out with the missus more than the lads, I think. Get a load of shit for
it's the only guy I know that does that.
I just love food, as you can tell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nah, but I think with me as well, I work, like, I'm a scaffolder by trade, so I work like 12-hour days when I'm not in football.
Yeah.
But I've got like, I've counted them 16 days off, and I'm counting down, do you know what I mean? I'm thinking, I'm nearly back. But
Yeah.
It's tough as well, because I've got that time off, but then, as you say, we'll have like the odd training night, or like we'll play. We've just played, day off played, so it's like, where do I rest? You know?
Where do you have a?
It is a tough. It's tough, like mixing them both.
Yeah.
And the missus as well. She said, "You've been in football, off football, and then off now podcast." And I'm like,
Should have brought her in.
Class.
Yeah.
I know.
But people think that, they think, oh, it's, you know, it's easy over Christmas for non-league and stuff like that. I think it's harder as a non-league player than it is for a professional, because you're only in as a bit of a cool down, usually a bit of five-a-sides over
as
Christmas.
a pro?
As a pro, yeah. And then you'll play your games. Everything's prepped for you. With non-league, you've literally got maybe a week, 10 days off work if you're lucky. So you've got time to spend with your family, but then you've got all your commitments, your football as well. So at nights, you're still going training. You're still turning up, maybe if it's, say, game on a Saturday, Boxing Day is what, Thursday?
Yeah.
And then you got 28th, you've got a game. Then you've got
Saturday,
New Year's Day. Yeah. Like, even as non-league, you play on New Year's Day.
Like,
it
last night,
because some lads are on flipping 50 quid a game.
But
and they're stopping in New Year's Eve. But you know what I mean? At least when you're professional, it's your job. Yeah. And everybody knows, like, you sacrifice that because you're on, you know, usually decent money. But you got some lads at probably 25 quid and they're staying in New Year's Eve for a big game tomorrow.
Well, them lads need to.
And they're on 25 quid. It's a big commitment, isn't it? It is a big.
No, it is, yeah.
Well, last night was the first night I think I've ever let the uni lads down for a night out. And I had to do it. I just knew that.
The uni lad, you're nearly 30.
Well, yeah, we still meet up every year.
You're still not graduated.
And
back a year again.
I just thought, with footy, with this today, it wasn't right for me to go out, so I just had to let him down. But
and your hair's gone yellow.
So I've been getting shit.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
By the way, when I went part time, I had a full head of hair, you know, and then 2 years later, I've got.
You got part time at 14.
I was like 22, I think. Or something.
He used 21. To have the worst. It weren't the worst I've seen, but it was a bad.
JJ's is the worst you've seen.
Yeah, JJ's is still hanging on to his.
Is he?
But
is he like?
It was like it started at the back of his head and come forward.
I used to grow the front a bit longer and then like cover up. But,
hey, we all do it.
But it looks so much better like that.
It does look so much better, yeah. But I never saw you before. But anyone who's got like any kind of Bobby Charlton, you know, like with the flick, you need to just.
It wasn't that bad. Let's see yours. You're a bit like. Oh, not too bad.
Still not great at the side.
It's covering it up there though.
Face the camera there with that.
What I used to do, if you brush it back like that, then you know.
Oh yeah. I've always had wing backs though. I looked like a vampire when I was born. I had a proper like V-shaped
McDonald's head.
Yeah, McDonald's head. Yeah, but I've always had it. But it hasn't changed. So, and my dad's not bald.
All
the men in my family have got this.
Have they?
Yeah, I'm fucked. It's always gonna happen, like.
Never. What's your?
I tell you, who has a bad Christmas period.
Oh, that's
Tampo.
Yeah. I knew you were gonna say
he does
that.
have a bad one.
I knew you were gonna say that then.
He come on the other day, didn't he? After a few weeks out, he was very good.
Was that? Is he good player?
He's looked after himself after Christmas, so
very good.
I played
What's he called?
When he was at Curzon. Connor Hampson.
Connor Hampson.
Yeah.
Connor. Nice. Hi, Connor.
I played with him when he was at Curzon, and he's lost so much weight. He was a little fat bastard.
Was he?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He always says he used to be a little fat kid, but now he looks the part.
He's trimmed up.
He's done very well.
You need to look after yourself, don't you? Even like I say, if you want any kind of career, you have to got to look after yourself.
Mm.
So what's the best Christmas fancy dress you've ever seen?
The dolphin weren't bad, was it? The big dolphin suit.
Was it a good one?
Yeah. Good. There was one. There was like all fancy dress. There was like a dolphin. I was in a gimp suit. There was Stone Cold, and then one of the lads had just gone out and bought a lad like an outfit where he just looked like he dressed like that. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, right.
But it was fucking horrendous. Yeah. So like he was trying to chat people. No. He was like just walking down the street, and then everyone would just be like, he's not.
Is he fancy dress or is he just bad gear?
Or is he on his own?
Oh no!
You had like 3/4 slash in your pants.
Where Corey was it?
He's got some bad gear as well.
Oh my god!
And then he had like like a fake sleeve.
Yeah. Oh no!
Like a fucking cap on, like a snapback.
Yeah.
But like a goaler one or something.
He was brilliant. To be fair. He signed in the summer, and he's a top lad. He's just a mong. Like,
can we say mong?
Can you say that?
You've already said it.
No, what he is. He just he comes to training in like a pair of school socks.
Yeah.
Like no laces in his boots. Seriously, no laces in his boots.
Yeah, he's just like
turned up to one training session, no laces in his boots, and you're like, what's happened there?
He's just not asked about 41 bit.
Is he not? He's a good player as well.
Yeah,
And he's a unit. He's massive.
If he put his head to it, it'd be very good.
Yeah.
But his head's in the front. He was spewing into he had his goalie cap, but he had to neck a pint. So he was.
Was it a Guinness?
Yeah, he needed to be sick somewhere, so he took his goaler hat off.
I got the video on my phone.
In the Temple bar, just spewing into his goaler hat, just like, ugh. And we were going, put it on your head, put it on your head, put it on your head. No, he didn't, so I grabbed it off him and put it on my head.
You did
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I spewed up everywhere.
It was all running down back of my neck and everything.
Oh my god!
It was horrible. Yeah.
Is that what's happened to your hair?
Yeah. But yeah, he's
Did you go on? Did you keep it on then, or you must have got?
I had it on for about 5 minutes and give it him back.
Was he a lot? Yeah, but you must have afterwards. You couldn't have been sat there with sick on your head. You must have washed it off the toilet.
I didn't know where I was, mate. To be honest, I weren't asked about
Were you that
it.
drunk?
Yeah, I was gone.
That's disgusting. Is that on Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why he doesn't last now, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, I go too hard too early.
Yeah, you got to pace yourself a little.
Have you
bit
not had
as
any
get older.
good Christmas days?
Not really. I went out on the 20. Oh, you mean
What about in the
in
past?
general?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I had one, didn't I? When I think I've told the story before. I had a bit of a nightmare over Christmas, didn't I?
Oh, you got arrested?
Yeah. spent a couple of days in cells and then literally not ate. I had CS gas all over my face, blisters.
No.
And then got let out in the morning. Went and played in the afternoon. Bag 5.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound.
I know. Yeah. So I went down in a bit of like Hyde cult history for that.
That's class.
Yeah, it was good.
That was when they was good as well, innit?
So who was you playing for?
I was at Hyde then. Yeah, but it was Staley Bridge it was against as well, which is their like main rivals, and end up doing that. But
Staley Vegas.
Class,
everyone, you learn by your mistakes, don't you?
We had the year before. This was one of my best. It was
How was your gingerbread man anyway?
Lovely,
I
thank
can't
you.
believe. Looking at you, I can't believe you've left that untouched for so long.
I'm all dry and I'm all nervous. I know. I'm saving it for later.
I bought it as a Christmas present, gingerbread man.
Cheers,
pal.
Right.
Yeah.
So we, one of my best is Dublin again last year. Everything happens in Dublin. So the Dolphin is, we're all steaming in this bar and we come out and we're all chanting down this big road and...
Somebody dressed as a dolphin last year as
no,
well?
No.
but we call him the
He is
Dolphin.
the Dolphin.
Right.
Here's a Dolphin.
Right.
So we're all in fancy dress and we're all stomping down this road singing like alty songs and that. And then the Dolphin just gets way too overexcited. And as we're walking past this like restaurant, like couples having dates and that, just runs over and headbutts window, smashes it.
Smashed the window, but then realised what he'd done. Ran, thinking that we'd go with him. Ran round the corner and then ran back as if to say, "Is anyone coming with me?"
And then in the morning,
Go.
we was all ringing him up saying, "Lad, don't come down reception, police are here waiting for you.
I had him on the phone for like 5 minutes. I was saying, look, he was like, how did he know where it was from? I was like, well, obviously someone snitched, do you know what I mean? He's like,
you're with us.
Nah, no. He's like, tell him that I've gone. I was like, what? He's like, tell them I've gone at the airport and they'll go. I was like, oh, come on, man. He was like,
was there panicking?
Yeah.
I don't know why I done it.
Just got overexcited. It's not like that at all.
Is it not?
No.
Lads do just get excited though, don't they? Yeah. Like you'll see, you have some lads in the club and dead quiet, won't do anything. As soon as you get them on a night out and they have a few beers, they can sometimes change. Totally different. He's like, wow, did not expect that.
Well, ours is a bit
like you. I fully expect you to put a cap of sick on your head, but you see some lads and you think, where's that come from?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They just get giddy, don't they?
There's one lad that I did never expect him to stay out. Andy White's always last out.
White, he's class.
He's just gets on with him. Like one of the nicest lads you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
And you know where you'd think, he goes home early. He's like, nah, he's the last out.
Is he?
It's funny, White. Yeah.
Brilliant.
There's a few like I have to take myself off.
I can't believe you went home early. I'm well disappointed.
Well, I got home this year and I weren't the first home.
We've got one lad and he's disgusting. JJ.
I know JJ.
Yeah, you know him.
He's horrible. He's just like, he brought a pillow. He never came this year to Dublin. He had to go Christmas shopping with his missus or something. Or the Christmas market.
What?
No, he did.
Swear.
He should be sacked, surely, from the football club.
The year before, he brought a pillow, like, with him in his bag. He was like, I haven't had a proper night's sleep yet because he just had a baby. I was like, what? What's going on here?
We went on a night out in town and he brought a pillow then as well, didn't he?
One of the lads drove, didn't he? Ash Evans drove.
So he brought a pillow, went and slept in the car about 10.
While the lads were all out.
What?
That's horrible.
That's
how bad's that?
Yeah. That is bad.
I don't let him get away with it, to be fair.
No one should get away with that.
No.
It's bad news, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that is bad.
Yeah, that's real.
Right, let's talk about, obviously, you two have just played in probably, I might be wrong, but probably the biggest game of your lives.
Yeah, it was...
Portsmouth game, FA Cup.
Yeah, it was
good, wasn't it?
For me, yeah.
Good.
Brilliant, yeah.
Just from start to finish, it give us like a taste of what it'd be like if we made it, and it's made me want it 10, 15 times more than I ever did. Yeah, it was start to finish, just the hotel. Then we got the coach in the morning.
You travelled down
on the Friday
night before.
Yeah,
travelled down night before. Did you train on the Friday?
No,
just
chill out.
Yeah.
Wasn't that good?
That's usually what you would do though. You would either, like if you were full time, you either train in the morning, then you jump on the coach, or you travel, and then you stop off somewhere, have a training session, and then check into your hotel.
Nah, we got to the hotel was nice. What was it?
Lovely, man. Was it a Marriott or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was a Marriott, and there was like sauna, steam room, jacuzzi. So some of the lads was in there after tea. We just went off playing cards or whatever, gambling. And then all met in the morning, breakfast together.
Go for a walk.
No.
What?
No. What do you
It's
go
tradition.
for a walk?
Yeah. You always go for a walk.
Go for a walk.
Just, I don't know, it's just something that you always do. Like, obviously, if there's any lads listening in, back me up on this. When you stay overnight, let's say you travel down, you'll train, you'll have an evening meal, then maybe the gaffer will like give you do's and don'ts, whatever. In the morning, you all meet for breakfast. Then you either go for a walk around the grounds,
I remember doing
come back, and then you do your tactics, or you do it the other way around. Always go for a walk in the morning.
I remember doing that. Like
some of the lads walked to Tesco and that, but
got some sweets.
Bottle of Coke.
Yeah, you'd all just go for like a 15-minute walk just to stretch your legs. I think. Every morning. Yeah.
No, we had brekkie, then watched their like analysis, how they play out and stuff like that, and then
who were the danger men?
That
Ronan Curtis, who
by the
you
way,
not see him on Twitter.
Yeah, disgusting.
The most disgusting video you'll ever see in your life.
Bottle of champagne.
Oh, it's not him, is it?
That's it.
But when he's abroad.
No,
not
he's
him.
got like a gold bottle of champagne, hasn't he?
He's just pouring it on himself, and that's disgusting.
He goes to the camera, like drinks it and goes.
Horrible. But like,
I felt like smacking him.
So he was their main threat.
Yeah,
but he got dragged at half time.
Oh, did he?
He's in Denzi's pocket still, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still in that lad's pocket.
Is he? What position?
Left wing.
He was left wing.
Yeah.
But obviously, watching the analysis, we were thinking, wow, these are unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? And then after that, like obviously you're thinking, shit, what are we gonna do here? But,
do you think that helps you though? Do you think that keeps you? Because you're going to be nervous anyway, thinking that they're going to be half decent. But do you not think? I think sometimes if you go in there thinking, wow, these guys are class.
Yeah, you show them the respect.
Show them respect, but you up your game. Sometimes you watch a video and like the gaffer might say, he's no good at this, we can get behind him on this. Sometimes it gives you a bit of a false confidence, doesn't it? So you don't go into it as prepared. No. So maybe that did you guys good.
It did. So then that's when the nerves started kicking in for me, I'll be honest. But then Saw's done that speech. Just like, not like a speech, but was just like talking to us.
It's not like the...
any given Sunday?
Yeah.
Nah.
Grab an inch. Inch by inch.
Yeah. No, Saws is like proper chilled, but he was proper... He was on it as well, wasn't he? So it made us...
But he said this, like, I can't even remember what he said, but it was just like, oh, decent.
Was it?
Yeah, just made you feel like, yeah, we've got...
Is he captain?
Yeah. No, Saws is the assistant manager.
Ah, right, okay.
But what's he always say? He always says, anyone played at Wembley? Oh, no, just me then. He says stuff like that all the time. He used to be decent.
Yeah, you could tell he was a player, just dead calm, just like... But yeah, I think he hates me because I'm quite loud and that in the changing room. I think like he's just like so chilled.
So the opposite.
Just like,
is that?
You hear him shouting that, so I was just like, oh, someone
calm down. Are you loud in the dressing room then? Are you one of them who shouts some balls to get everybody up, or is it to get yourself up?
Nah, it's not more like shouting balls, is it? It's just like, just say stupid shit really. Just like,
come on lads, from the first minute.
From the off.
None of that. No. Just wind people up.
He's just like...
Play to the whistle. Yeah. That kind of stuff.
What Sed's got on his face?
Up dog.
You got a load of up dog on your face.
Up dog?
Yeah.
Up dog.
Up dog?
Yeah.
What's that?
You're supposed to say, what's up dog?
Shit banter. Like I'll walk in the like this is it. Like I went into scaffolding.
So what would your answer be then if I said, what's up dog?
No, I'm just laughing. There's an old...
There's another going around saying what, you know? Yeah. What? Hey! Like, fucking hell.
It's better than that. You've got to
I wish I'd have played for you.
I've heard that the Brewster, who's the young lad from Liverpool, he's going to Swansea apparently.
Is he?
What do you reckon? Championship level?
Yeah, definitely.
You reckon?
Yeah, where have you heard that?
Believe it or not, our sponsors.
No way.
And there's a lot more. They're proper experts on football. We're just
they've got the inside knowledge, haven't they?
So if you want to get onto it, it's theathletic.co.uk/IHTO once you get a 7-day free trial and 50% off your first subscription.
So after you finish your 5th turkey butter this Christmas, get online and check out the movers and the shakers in the January transfer
You still
window.
eating yours?
No, Tony nicked it off me.
No one.
Nah, but I have, like, we've got 2 kitmen, Fozzie and John. I have them up the wall, to be fair.
Yeah,
just winding up.
John's like 80.
I love characters like that. Do you, like, you need lads like that, don't you?
Like, that's why I do it. I don't do it for me. Like, I do it because, like, when I get the lads going a bit on that, John.
Yeah.
I think sometimes that doesn't go in my favour.
Yeah.
I think the gaffer like get a bit of a face on at times.
Does the gaffer like that? Is he a bit straighter down the line, that kind of thing?
Not like whenever we're setting off for like coach journeys.
When they're
Fozzie will say, "Is everyone here?" And then he'll shout something like, "Oh no, we forgot Nathan Arnold."
Put your hand up if you're not here.
Like Nathan Arnold got bombed about 3 months ago.
Oh, right.
You're like,
yeah.
"Oh, Gaffer, we forgot all your signings from the summer." And you're like, "Oh."
His recruitment was terrible in the summer.
Was it?
Nah, I'm only messing. I don't know. None of them are here anyway.
Nah, he does like it. You need it, and you know you're in a team, but
yeah.
Nah.
Sometimes
there's a line though, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's that respect.
Tony can cross that line.
Just tiptoes
And
over
then
it.
That's what makes it funny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to stay on that line or just
Yeah.
over, and then if you don't, it's not funny.
Yeah. Just don't tip over the edge, innit?
Yeah. I've talked myself out of a few teams, like.
But the game itself, I think we matched them. It was crazy how well we did. And then
0-0, wasn't it, for ages?
Yeah, till the 60th or something, was it?
Yeah, was it? No,
Den's made
the
one mistake, and he's gone to edit out, and it's come offside with his head and gone into the middle of the box. Their lads just followed it home. But
in our league,
it'd be
get away with it.
Yeah.
It's just like volleyed it top in. I just watched it go in, like. But
there was
No
nothing.
chance.
No.
It was,
You played well though, didn't you?
Yeah. I done well. Didn't do myself any harm. Like, made a few decent saves and that, and like I've had a few good like little chats after it. But yeah, I was really happy, to be honest. Obviously, it was gutted. Like I think it was the last 10 seconds of the goal. I think the referee said this will be the last bit of action.
This is it. After this corner.
What, and then they scored again?
And then they scored.
We got a flick on it front post, and the lad just tapped it.
Yeah, 2-0, wasn't it?
2-1.
2-1, alright.
Did you watch it? Yeah.
No.
So.
Is that it? Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it?
We scored a pen.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I should have had a penalty.
Yeah, you should. I remember you going mad about that.
Yeah, it was terrible.
No VAR.
No VAR. No.
Honestly, mate, it's a fucking conspiracy.
What is VAR?
Just referees.
Just referees in general.
There's
So come on then.
There's something going on.
What do we think of VAR?
I think for big calls, penalties, and
Yeah.
goals, yeah, obviously.
Sending offs.
Sending offs. This offside thing now is just ridiculous.
His hand was offside the other day, and they give it.
No, his armpit. Have you read the armpit show?
Do you know what it is?
Offside.
It's you can't be offside with a part of your body you can't score with. Sorry, you can score.
score with,
Yeah, so
You score with your armpit.
yeah, you can, but you can't score with your arm. So if your arm's offside, it doesn't matter. It's only a part of your body that you can score with.
I guarantee.
So if you're leaning forward and your armpit here is offside, it's ridiculous. Like you can't do that. I'd never scored a goal in my life. My teeth would have been about half a yard offside every time. But
Yeah.
like I think it should always be what it's always been. It used to be, what's it, clear and something daylight. So there has to be actually daylight.
Yeah. Well.
Like you can't be going off.
So they say your armpit
millimetres,
can
you?
score, yeah. So I guarantee if a player ran into the box next week, one like that, come off there, it'd be disallowed for a ball.
Well, I don't know. 'Cause the
100%.
Liverpool game last night,
The shoulder.
he gave the shoulder, didn't it? So
Yeah.
the shoulder, and that's not classed as handball.
No, yeah, but
But it's just getting. It's
But
just
now they're talking, instead of changing that, obviously they've invested a lot of money in it.
yeah.
Now they're saying change the offside rule itself. It's like, no. Did you listen to Souness last night after the game?
No.
He was saying, like, I think he said,
we don't watch football.
no, I don't. You're lucky that I even watched that game last night. You know? Nah, but he was saying about, like, if it was like your body, I don't even know what he wanted to do, but change
No
it
one
the
knows,
opposite
that's the
way.
fucking
It was like
problem.
mad. It's like the way.
Did you listen to Souness?
Yeah.
Go on, Corey.
Go on, Corey.
If some of your body's onside,
Yeah.
then that counts rather than some of your body being
Offside.
Yeah. So it was like the
still
opposite
you've
way.
got a bit onside,
Yeah.
you're onside, basically.
That's,
Well,
yeah,
that's
like
just-
the
that's
daylight.
how, yeah. That's like the daylight one. That's what I would do, because otherwise, like, how many goals now do you reckon have been?
22.
Yeah, you'd see more goals.
22.
It'd be
What?
better.
What have been scrubbed off?
Yeah, 'cause
oh,
of
I thought it was
offside.
more than that. Was it
Well, I think it
22
might
goals?
be just off the offside rule.
Just for the offside, yeah. There's been there must be close to 40, 50 goals that are not.
Just
going.
keep them.
Just
We
keep
want to
the
see more
goal. Everyone wants
goals.
to see goal, and as well, what spoils it for me is, like, you know, when you score a goal, the elation of scoring a goal.
The celebration.
Yeah, now everyone's like, oh shit, I don't dare celebrate just in case.
The lad for Wolves yesterday scored his first ever goal for Wolves. And then ran off celebrating.
Yeah.
Like in front of the cop, imagine that. And then
Yeah.
the next minute, like,
He's
nah,
off.
mate,
Yeah.
your mate was offside about 5 minutes ago.
I know.
Come
Nah,
on.
you were onside, but your pal who touched it
But your mate who come
last
off
week.
in the first half, you're offside.
That's it.
It is weird, isn't it? He
Spoil
was
it.
involved in the third phase, so he was offside
Yeah.
or something. I just.
Like you said, I seen your tweet yesterday about the Old Firm, and it was like unbelievable.
Did you watch the
game.
Old Firm?
No.
It was it was everything you'd want in a footy game. It was smashing tackles. The ref was just going, get up, fucking carry on. It was mint 2-1. So 3 goals. 1 should have been disallowed if it had VAR.
Really?
But their lads struck
Who,
one.
a Rangers goal?
No, the Celtic goal.
Right,
Right,
it was meant
okay.
to be on ball.
Yeah, their lads struck one, and the other lad's like, from me to you away. So I've hit it, and it's hit your arm and deflected in. There's not much you can do about it.
No.
So no one even complained, and it was a goal. So
But
there's
then
no
they're
problem with
saying-
it, is
No,
there?
it should be a
So
goal.
then
Then they're
Rangers
saying-
have to go up at the other end and try and win, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of just sitting back like the fucking Prem, it's shite.
Yeah,
It's stressing me out.
It does need sorting out because it's, like I say, even the fans sometimes are waiting to see if it's an actual goal.
Yeah.
The fans are chanting, aren't they? Like, fuck VAR. Mad.
But
Yeah, it's just-
the Scottish referee yesterday was sound. He knew it was a big game. He knew tackles were going to be flying in. If he needed to give a yellow out, he'd give a yellow out.
Yeah.
That one in the first couple of seconds or something.
Yeah,
First
just
couple
let
of
it.
minutes.
Yeah, it weren't that bad.
Someone
was
got
it?
smashed and the ref had a word with him but didn't book him.
No.
And I think that's good refereeing. I think
Yeah,
because
yeah.
obviously if you book him there, there's a
wrecks
big
his
chance
game,
that
doesn't
he's-
it?
yeah.
And then I watched Arsenal-Chelsea. There was no tackles going in at all. It was a shit game till like the last 10 minutes. And the ref was just throwing yellows out. If someone was like, grabbed someone like that, foul, stop the game. So it was just like,
Yeah,
stop,
I feel
start.
like
I
the
thought,
refs are
what
under
is
so
this
much
shit?
pressure as well to get
Yeah.
every decision right that they don't sometimes let things go when they should do.
It's human error, isn't it, really?
Yeah, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with someone
No.
making a mistake.
It's not. Yeah, but they're not making errors. They're just being so petty and pathetic and making the game so shit. They need to like get retaught because they're shit.
I think it's. I don't think I think the refs are good. The refs are very good. It's only happened since the technology's come in.
Yeah.
2 years ago, they were still the same refs, and we were saying bloody hell, like the refs in the Premier are the best in the world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Howard Webb and that.
Howard Webb and stuff like that were doing Champions League finals
Yeah.
and World Cup. It's only since the technology has come in that I think the referees are second guessing their own decisions and thinking, do you know what, I'm just going to leave it up to VAR because VAR will tell me 100%. I don't want to make a mistake, and I think that I think it's hard for referees.
Do you know what they need to stop doing as well? They need to stop thinking that that it's their rules. Like they just play. They give what.
Are you talking now when you're playing for Alte?
No, I'm
that level.
No, I'm saying
Because you generally don't like referees.
I
do you?
cannot stand them, and I think they're so bad.
Well, the worst thing is though, you can't talk to them.
That's the. I think as a player, that's the worst thing. Yeah.
Obviously, it's not. They've got the worst job in the world. The way I think about it, because they get stick off the fans, and then they get stick off us. But we don't mean it. We're just heat of the moment.
Would as a player, and I've said this 100 times to referees, if you make a mistake, if I said to you, ref, and the ref said to me, sorry mate, like I might have got that wrong, I'm just calling it as I see it, like I might have got it wrong, but let's just carry on the game. You'd have a bit more respect for them. It's when they don't listen to you, their decision is final, and they probably know they've got it wrong because of the reaction.
They definitely know they got it wrong.
But instead of just going, I might have messed up there, throughout the game, you'll get good decisions and bad decisions. I think as a player, you'd have miles more respect for them.
Whereas they just, at our level, they just go, don't talk to me.
Exactly.
Don't talk to me. And you're like, come on, just have a conversation.
We had a pen not long ago, and it was a Stonewall pen, and I said, ref, that's a pen. He said, I can't give that in the first 10 minutes. And I was like, what? That's what I mean. They make their own rules up.
Yeah.
You're there to give what happens, not
Yeah.
to say in the first 10 minutes I'm not giving any penalties.
Yeah.
I can't give that in the first 10 minutes.
My stepdad, right, he started to referee on like a Saturday morning and a Sundays. It was only like 20 quid he got paid. But he said he used to ref some games, and some games were horrendous, like some teams were winning like 10-0, 12-0. He said, so he started to give offsides and disallow goals, he said, because I just felt sorry for the other side. You can't do that.
No.
He was like, well, yeah, because it would have been 15, 16-0. I was like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can't disallow goals by going, oh, it's already 11-0. Offside. Then I was like, you're just going to cause trouble.
There was daylight there.
On Saturday, their lad had a bad touch, and it come straight into my path, and we was away. And the ref blew up because Max was, I bet he was this far away from their lad, and their lad jumped on the floor. He went, get on with it, you're already 3-0 up. And I was like, that doesn't
That
matter
doesn't
to
matter,
you.
yeah.
That's not your thing to say.
Yeah.
Like,
And especially as a striker, it used to bug me when it didn't give stuff and you go, ref. Well, you're already 4-0 up, it don't matter. Well, no, I'm on penalties, so it should be a penalty. I get a 50 quid bonus if I score that pen.
Yeah.
That give it as you
a
see
goal,
it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, don't get me started.
so
I was thinking up from there. And then I had flashbacks.
But, right, so the ref on the pitch is one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
He can't give the decision, and then it goes to Mike Dean, who's the biggest knobhead in the world, who's in a van miles away, and he gives the decisions. Like, it doesn't make sense at all.
I think I agree when you said it should be like the major decisions if a ref's got it wrong. I feel like you should let the refs have 90% of the decision like they used to do, and it's the ones where everyone goes, "Oh, is it a pen or is it?" You know, the contentious ones where you go, right, let's have it checked. It just seems that now every decision he's checking it.
It's like they're justifying, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
It's like why have they got it? So then every single decision's like.
Yeah. The only thing that people I think disagree with is the offside thing.
Yeah.
It's like his ear.
Like that, the watches for the goal. The watches for the goal was good. So when it went over the line, they got the buzz.
Yeah.
That was good. So then, penalties or major free kicks or whatever.
Yeah.
But because someone's armpit's offside, it's like, come on.
Did you see? I can't think of the game, but it was a ball got whipped across. Somebody controlled it and it was a tackle. Everyone was shouting a pen. The ref was like, no pen. I think it was in America, and they broke. It was brilliant bit of play. The guy cut inside and whipped it top bin. It was like amazing. They scored, running back. He went, check VAR, no goal, penalty.
How bad would you be?
Yeah, so the team had scored a worldie, and before they finished celebrating, they'd had the goal cancelled off and a penalty against them.
Setting up for a pen.
Oh, it was. I was like, wow. But you know, if it's the right decision, then you've just got to accept it. But it just takes away like
The whole.
the excitement, doesn't it? That human error. That was part of
You've
the game.
gone from celebrating a goal, and then you got a penalty against you.
penalty against you.
It's a shambles.
It's bad. Right, so let's have a little talk about. Obviously,
Better talk about him. He's here, haven't we?
yeah, we might as well. What's he called? So you started off at Rotherham, did you?
Yeah.
So how did that come about? Because you don't sound like you're from Rotherham.
No. So I got released at Bolton as a kid. They've done like this X-ray on my hand. Said that I was going to be like 5'9" or something. Serious. So they were like,
What, they x-rayed your hand and they knew you was going to be small?
yeah. So a
Yeah,
majority of
be
a
about
bone.
3 foot.
Yeah.
Look at my hands.
You know. This is
Look at them.
Brought his birds hands.
only them.
You only had one advantage with these.
It makes it look big.
When you're single.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, he couldn't even do that for me.
So yeah, they done an X-ray and there was a maturity of this bone in my hand.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, you're gonna be tiny, so see you later. So went on trial at a few clubs and then ended up going to Rotherham. And the first day I went on trial, I was only 16. The first team keeper got injured. So I was in with the first team, like done a little session on that.
Yeah.
And I done well, to be fair, done alright. So I ended up signing off the back of like a couple of sessions, played one game I think. So I done my YT there.
Close lad.
Leaning back, I'm nearly falling asleep, listening to myself. So I ended up doing my YT there, and then in my second year of YT.
You live in digs over there?
Yeah, in
Yeah,
digs. Live with a lovely family. Like lived with them for 4 years. They were brilliant. Like the Leightons, class.
Did you?
Yeah, they was top notch, to be fair. But there was
Ate
four
them
of
out
us.
of house and home.
What?
Yeah. Ate them out of house and home.
Yeah, that's it. Look at the size of me now. I went there like that. But Norman done all the cooking, the man. He did, like everything was homemade.
I'm glad you pointed out Norman was the man.
Yeah, Norman and Carol.
Norman and Carol Layton.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, it's brilliant that though,
Yeah.
isn't it? Do you still speak to him now?
Yeah, I'm still in touch with them. I went and seen them not long ago.
Right.
So any chance I get, I'll go and see them. I've got like a few mates over in Sheffield as well.
Yeah.
So
Where was it you went out after?
Where?
You played a game for us and went out in
Sheffield.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So the gaffer thought I was lying. I said I had family in Sheffield and that after the game. So I went back and seen them and had like a decent night out, and that was class.
It's not family though, is it? It's like fake fam.
Yeah, fake fam. That'll do though.
Yeah, it's just so you can have a night out. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's it. So then I got into the first team in my second year, like just number 2.
Yeah.
Just a bit of luck, touch luck really, and then I was on the bench for like, I think it was 40 odd games. Never ever made my debut, not in any cups or anything. And then
Did you used to play for the youth team as well, or not?
Yeah, I was doing a bit of both. So I never really trained with the youth team, but I'd like have an odd game in that.
Yeah.
And it was class, to be fair. It was brilliant. Like, as you say, like the travelling, like being a proper footballer.
Yeah. What were Rotherham in then? League One?
Well, that year they were in League 2, and then we got promotion. And then they got that double promotion while I was there. So League 2 to League 1, League 1 to the Championship.
Yeah.
And then in my third year, they were in League 1. Didn't really, was in and around the first team, but had a few loans. Went on loan to Cares and Ashton, and then Ossett Albion. Mate, it was totally different. And Cares was class, lovely pitch and that. And then Ossett was like, fucking,
welcome to
let's have a
league.
scrap,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Class. So I had a few loans in that. And then they got promoted again at Wembley. And that was just, it was class being in and around it. I wasn't in the squad or anything. It was just class for the night out afterwards. That's all I was happy about.
Yeah. How old were you? Like 19 then?
I was 19 then.
Yeah.
When they got promoted from League 2 to League 1, I think I was only 17, and the chairman paid for all the lads to go to Vegas. But obviously I weren't old enough. So it was like, yeah, 6 years later, just waiting. Mate, I was gutted. So they all went to Vegas and that.
You'd have come back a man from there.
Oh, not half.
You'd have looked old enough at
Yeah, I would have got in everywhere. Like I had hair then though, that's the thing. But it made me look younger, and I was 2 stone lighter.
How tall are you now then?
I'd like to say 6'2", but no, I'm like 6 foot.
6 foot.
Yeah, so it's not a bad height. You know what I mean?
No.
So Bolton's thing was wrong.
Yeah, I think they said I was going to be
5'9". Yeah, look at that. I'm 6'2". Look at my hands.
Like
can't be true. And
there's
your
like
hands
this
measure
bone
bones
here.
in your legs, don't they?
Yeah, so there was a bone like near your thumb here or something, and then the maturity of that bone was going to say like if you're going to grow.
Dictates how tall you are.
So I was only 16, and he said, "Yeah, you're not going to grow."
I think they did it to me, but they went on my mum's dad's height.
Yeah.
So my mum's dad is about 5'8".
Yeah.
So they just thought he's not going to grow, get rid of him.
I just seen it as an excuse. If you're good enough, you're tall enough.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Like, but I'm trying to prove it still now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what? They was right about us both.
Yeah. About Conference North height it was. So then we got promoted at Wembley into the Champ, and then that year in the Champ I went on loan again in the first half of the season for like a month. Went down south to Chelmsford.
I was going to say, yeah, how'd you get to Chelmsford? Miles away.
It was mad. What I used to do
Was
was
that Essex?
yeah, it was class, unbelievable. Like.
Is that not where the thing is? Towie and that?
Yeah. Sugar Hut.
Sugar Hut and all that. Well, what I used to do was train Monday, Tuesday, and then off Wednesday, and then travel down on a Thursday to Chelmsford. Train on a Thursday night, stay down like Friday. Sometimes they had like a development. I'd train with them now and again, and then play on a Saturday. But mate, it was mad. So like on the Saturday we'd play like Basingstoke and like teams like by Portsmouth, and then I'd have to jump on the train. Mate, it was like a mad rush.
Come back to Rotherham.
And then go back. I'd either go.
Liverpool.
No, I'd go back to Liverpool. Was too far, and then by
Yeah.
the time I get home, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning or something. So I used to just stay down. I stayed down permanently in Sheffield, and then so I done a month there. Made me FA Cup debut and that against Barnet when they were in the conference.
Yeah.
And then it got recalled, and then I was on the bench for like 25 games or something in the Champ. Going to the likes of Cardiff, like Charlton away, and that was unbelievable.
Never get on.
Never got on. There was one. I was there for 4 years. Never ever made my first team debut. Mad.
It's crazy.
So
isn't it?
like, there was one game and nearly got
What
on.
kind of money was you on?
Mate,
Being
it was
have you as like a young pro.
Yeah, so they always take the piss out of their own, don't they? I think
Yeah.
that's how I see it.
Yeah.
Like even like lads in the Prem,
Yeah.
lads homegrown.
I
Most
could
of
see it
them,
being like 250, 300 quid.
yeah, tops
Yeah.
350 tops, I think. So like, I'm with like lads who are on. I think Connor Salmon came on loan from Derby. He'd never kicked a ball for Derby. I think he was on 18 grand a week or something. Something mad, 20, something like mad.
You both got bench together.
Yeah. Mate,
350 quid.
and I was on 350. It's like, nah, come on. And then like fucking, we signed Becchio from Leeds, and it was just like,
Yeah.
it was unreal. Like some of the players that were coming in, Matt Derbyshire. But luckily enough, like I was in brilliant changing rooms from the get go. Like when I first signed, there was Kev Ellison.
Big Kev Ellison.
He was in Dublin.
Yeah, he was there. He got me in an headlock.
Did he?
Yeah.
Top lad, innit?
Brilliant. And then like Ian Thomas Moore,
Yeah.
Danny Harrison, they used to travel from Liverpool. So I never even drove. But Kev had picked
Danny
me up
Harrison,
from mine.
who ended up at Chester,
Yeah,
midfielder.
yeah, from over the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Kev had picked me up from mine and take me in. So it was class. And then obviously I got into digs and that. But then all the way through I had a brilliant change room. You should have seen the amount of players that come as well.
Really?
Yeah.
What
Steve Evans is like, changeover was just like mad. I think the
Someone
first,
else said that, didn't they?
Lee Fowler, did he?
Was it?
Did he say it? Don't know.
Mate, it was mad. I think in the first 2 years I was there, at first it was Andy Scott, and he had all his staff and that, and then Steve Evans come in, and then in the first 2 years I was with Steve Evans, I think he'd signed over 100 players or something mad, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he'd get them in and then just like shit them back out and get more in. We had like massive squads and that.
What was he like in bonkers?
Mate, mad. Mad. Honest to God.
Was
First ever time I trained with him, I was like, just turned 17, he'd come in, and what he'd done was an 11v11 to see what he got.
Yeah.
It next minute. Like I like playing out from the back. I've always, like as a kid, like that's one of my strengths.
Yeah, you go with your feet.
Yeah, that's one of my strengths.
I saw it on the video. It's pretty good.
When I can kick the ball, yeah. So what happened was I got the ball back and I clipped it to the left back. Thought it was like a great bit of play. It was like, yeah, decent, he's gonna be happy. Stopped the whole thing and came in my face. He was like, you big time little bastard. He's like, you kick the ball as far as you can. I was like, what? I was like, nah. I was like 17, absolutely shit me pants.
Yeah.
He was like, you kick the ball as far as you can and we play in there half. He was like, you big time, but who do you think you are? And that I was like, oh my God. Then he started crying and that.
You being big time, though, is it?
No,
That's you. Like now, everybody expects a keeper you have to clip it to the full back, don't they?
I was talking to someone not long ago, and they say now keepers, like, you know, like academies, are looking for keepers like 70 with the feet, 30 with the hand. It's just like madness.
Yeah, it's really,
Man.
yeah.
That's good for you.
Yeah, I'm happy, mate. I wish I was 16 again. Nah, but he was mad. He was crazy. The amount of things, like, I don't even know, like, if I can say, but like, he was just absolute bonkers.
We have heard that a few times, haven't we?
Yeah, someone
I've
said
heard that.
exactly the
But
same thing.
he obviously gets results.
Yeah.
Obviously, maybe having 100 players in a squad.
Yeah, a lot to choose from. But nah,
Did you use to borrow his training kit?
nah. I was 2 stone lighter then. You know? But he was alright. He seemed to like me, but like, it was like tough love.
Yeah.
Like the lads would get beat on a Saturday, and I was like just number 2 on the bench, and he'd say to Andy Dibble, the goalkeeping coach, get Tony in tomorrow, he hasn't done anything. I'm like, come on, let's have a day off. I think I went like a month without a day off, because like when he first came he was trying to get rid of lads, so he'd have them in like all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
And as a keeper as well, they always need a keeper.
yeah.
So you'd be in just like cannon fodder, aren't
Yeah.
you?
His balls been
Right, get a ball each.
Yeah.
So
Just kick it at him,
Yeah.
pepper him. But yeah, like, because when he first came, it was like Coyote or the Jai. He, for some reason, he just like was trying to, like, I don't know whether he was trying to get him out or whatever, but like, give him a tough time. So I'd be in with Kay. Like, me and Kay would be running our bollocks off, and I'm like, you know, I'm fucked here. You know what I mean? And he done this. There's a story. When he first came in, he used to do these 12-minute runs, and they were like 12-minute sprints. Do you know what I mean? Especially for me.
When I was at my fittest, I once did a 12-minute run in 11:48.
I knew it was coming. You've used it before.
So we used to do these runs, but like obviously I'd never run before properly because Bolton, it was like just with the keepers. So next minute my back started hurting. I was only like 17, like back had gone fucking fucked. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're starting to fall.
Right, check his passport.
Hairline fracture.
So we used to have this thing. So I went into the physio and said, look, please don't say nothing, but my back's really hurting here. So he said, what do you think it is? I said, I think it's the running. It's the worst thing I've ever said. So he's got me in the office, Steve Evans. So I've walked in. He's put the phone, he didn't even say bye. He just had the phone by his ear. So he just put the phone down straight away and I thought, right, what's going on here? Next minute, stands up over his desk, right above me. He's like, who do you think I've just had on the phone? So I was like, I don't know, Gav.
No one, you didn't say
Yeah,
bye.
I don't know, you didn't say bye, yeah. Didn't say bye. So he was like, that was Saf. So I was brand new, I was like, who's Saf? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean, who's Saf? Sir Alex Ferguson. So I was like, talk. so I was thinking, alright, so I was shitting my pants thinking, yeah. He was like, do you think De Gea moans about the running or any of the United keepers? I was like, no, I don't think so. He was like, so you're complaining about my running? I was like, no. Thinking, shit, what's gonna go on here? So he's like, I just spoke to Saf about you. I was thinking, yeah, right. Do you know what I mean? He's like, he thinks you're big time. I was like, come on, man, please. I was like, look, I'm sorry. Like, my back's hurting. What do you want me to say?
Did you actually say my back's really hurting? I think it's from the running.
It's to the physio, but then when I got in his office, I was like, no, I'm fine. You know? My back was gone.
Look at me.
Yeah. Look at me moving. Yeah, look, I'll stand up.
Tell Sir Alex.
Running on the spot.
Saf.
Yeah, so Saf.
Oh.
But like, mate, he had this thing all the time about Saf and that, do you know what I mean? And I don't know.
You can't call him that, can you?
Sir Alex Ferguson.
Sir Alex.
But like, he might have, do you know what I mean? But he might have spoke to Saf about me, but
Saf.
yeah, he didn't even say bye. If it was Saf on the phone, I'd say bye, love you, do you know what I mean? But
I thought it was like an Asian doctor that you'd
yeah.
say.
No.
That's what makes me var.
Yeah. So mate, and he was just up there all the time. He was a bit bipolar, to be fair.
Was that?
Yeah, he was crazy. But he put me on the bench all the time, but he never gave me his day. You shall fuck him.
It's like that, innit?
Nah.
Yeah, but that's unlucky for you because all it took was one game in 4 years for
Blackpool away
for the
I nearly
keeper to
got
get
on
injured.
in the champ, and it was like touch and go.
Why did the keeper get injured?
Yeah, he went down with an edge injury, and they were on top. And the gaffer turned to me and said, "Get warm." And I went and done kick throughs and that, and couldn't feel my legs. I was thinking, I hope we don't go on again.
What, from the running?
Yeah, from the running.
Yeah,
My legs
from
are
the
fucked.
They put Matt Derbyshire in there instead.
Yeah. Nah, but
What, was he
got back
alright,
up,
the keeper?
Yeah, he got back up.
Oh, gutted.
Yeah.
I suppose that's the thing for, if you're like a number two, you're never getting on, are you?
No.
Like, it's not often your keeper comes off injured or sent off, is it? It's not often.
In 4 years, you'd think one game.
Oh, yeah.
Or you just think, give me a cup game, like a shitty cup game, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just never.
Surely you could have said to the keeper, like, pull him to one side, last 10 minutes,
Right.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I know.
pull your hammy.
Well, it happened to me at Morecambe. Barry Roach got injured. His back
Right, is this your one appearance for Morecambe?
one appearance,
Yes.
yeah. Well, I made 2 for Morecambe, 1 in the JPT.
So I can see it here. You've made, 4 for Chelmsford, 7 for Southport, it says.
Yeah.
1 for Morecambe, and then 12 for Chester. No goals, though.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Yeah, your goals to game ratio. That's
Perfect, isn't it? Nah, but so yeah, one
So
league
Barry
debut.
Roach went down injured, or he
Yeah.
came off injured today.
Yeah, I had to give him a week's wage, like. Nah, never really.
What, he won't
Did you concede?
asked about 350 quid.
Nah, I never conceded.
You didn't
no.
concede?
No.
Who was it against?
I think it was
You think?
Dagenham and Redbridge. I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was them.
So is that in League Two?
Yeah, League 2. They had that little guy up top. He was about 40. Is
Nathan Cartman.
that his name?
No, he plays for Barnsley.
Oh, Mate, he's getting on, but like he's meant to be decent.
Jack Redshaw.
Nah,
No.
I never.
Who are you thinking of?
I was thinking of
It's
little
about 40.
guys.
Jack Redshaw's like
He
26.
said small.
Well, yeah, you still got to match the age though.
I think it was tagging him anyway.
This is 5 years ago. He's talking.
I don't
The
know.
guy was
Who was it
40.
then?
Was it that long ago? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm getting on me.
2015. Yeah,
Yeah. It was around
well.
Christmas time as well.
and then you end up going to Chester.
Yeah.
12. Who was the manager there at Chester?
Steve Bear, and then he
Oh,
got
yeah.
the sack.
Yeah, he did.
And
You look a bit like Steve Bear.
don't say that.
I've never even seen him.
Love child.
Mate, he was a mad one as well.
I used to like him, Steve Bear.
Yeah, he was
I thought
alright.
it was alright. Yeah.
He was alright, and then he lost his head with me a little bit. I can't hold my own. Like,
I mean, you
as
can't
I'm getting
hold,
older.
you can't hold your mouth.
Yeah.
Is that yeah?
So like,
Hold your own means you can't do it.
oh no, I
Yeah.
mean like, hold my mouth.
Yeah,
You know,
you can't,
like,
yeah.
and we played Wrexham away, and we got beat like 3-0 or something. And he came for me in the changing room, and I thought I'd done alright. So I just said something back, and obviously that's the worst thing that you can do
Yeah.
sometimes. So the next game he dropped me against Gaisley.
What did you say? What did he have a go at you for?
One kick, and it just stuck in his head, I think. You know, as like
Yeah.
things do. Nothing came of it, didn't score or anything. So he came in and had a go at me for that. So I was like, wait there, like, we just got beat 3-0. I said I didn't play bad, but fucking, we're not creating anything, so...
Yeah. Why are you having a go at me for a kick?
Yeah.
So, anyway...
Yeah, but he likes to do that, to be fair.
Nah,
He usually likes to do that.
it's just like, if you don't stick up for yourself, no one will like you.
Sometimes though, there's a saying, you just got to take your medicine,
Yeah.
ain't you? Sometimes if you know that you haven't done anything wrong, there's a time and a place to like stick up for yourself, but there's a time and a place where, like you said, sometimes a manager just has something stuck in his head.
Yeah.
It might bollock you, then he'll move on to other people,
Yeah.
and by the time he's left
He don't
that
give him a chance
room,
to move on though.
but if you don't give him a chance,
Nah.
for the next few days, all he can think about is that kick and you arguing with him. Whereas if he'd have said nothing, he probably forgot about it an hour later. It's just one of them rants.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes you've got to. I suppose that's a bit of maturity in it, like
Yeah,
learning
I am getting better as I
Yeah.
get older.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I'd say I was quite quiet, but think
Quite what?
quiet when I was younger because
Way.
bastard. That's usually me.
It's his own banter, that.
So anyway, so like I think that was because I was younger, full of like a changing room of like mature men
Yeah.
who would like the character was 10 times mine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was quiet. I used to just sit back and like you'd say I was a bit like, what is it?
Sensible.
Yeah, no, not sensible, but just like more, just like taking everything in more than anything. And now, like as I'm getting older, I'm turning into a character, but at the same time I'm maturing. And as you say, maybe next time if Steve Bear was ever gonna have a go at me or anyone else, I'd just let it slip, or
Let it
not
go.
let it slip.
Sometimes
Just like,
you,
let it go.
like I say, you can only learn from your experience, can't you? It's just
Yeah.
recognising them situations where you think, right, do I stick up for myself here?
Yeah.
Or do I just keep short? He's just having a rant. He's not really having a go at me personally.
Exactly.
That, but experience, innit?
Yeah.
Experience.
Did you go to Fylde after that?
After Chester, yeah. So I went to sign for Fylde after that. Yeah, that was a mad one.
You've not really stayed anywhere long until you've got to
Altrincham.
You've got like 4 appearances, 7, Chester 9, Chester 12, Fylde 9, and then Alter. You must be up to.
104 or something.
That's because I'm in the changing room.
Yeah.
Is that do you put that down to like controlling your mouth then now?
No. I think I filed. Chester was a bit unlucky. So I signed for Chester when the end of Jan. So there wasn't many games left anyway. I think I missed 2 while I was there because then John McCarthy took over when Steve Bear left or got sacked or whatever, and I went back in. So it was a bit like, and then I was meant to sign for Chester in the summer again for the next season because I done well in them games that I played. I done well. So speaking with Macca, and the club only had a budget for 1 keeper, so John Wersnop was already signed on for the next season. So it was a bit, I'd say it was a bit unfortunate. So they decided to keep it on loan then as some
As a backup.
yeah. Or I think he ended up playing. I think so. It was a bit like yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm getting going, and then it was like, oh no, because something out of my hands. I felt So then I went to Fylde, done all pre-season there on trial, played a few games and that, and it was going well. Then Chal turned around and said, "We don't want to sign you." So I was like, sound. And we played Rochdale on the Wednesday in this pre-season friendly, and got a phone call the next day, and they asked me to go in to Rochdale. So I went into Chal and said I'm getting off, because he thought I was just going to. I think he thought I was going to stay there just to get games and that.
Yeah.
But obviously you got to look after yourself. So I ended up going to Rochdale, playing a few games for them in pre-season and that. And then there's me and another lad, this Diango, something like that. His name was, this big fuck off keeper, classy. He was decent.
Yeah.
Good. So they ended up offering him something and telling me that nothing was there. So I got off from Rochdale, and then this lad turned the deal down anyway at Rochdale. So I was like, fucking hell, gutted.
Oh, no.
Ended up signing for QPR, this kid. So it was like, yeah, fair enough. So on the Saturday I got a phone call off Chal at fucking 12:30. And he was like, "Can you play for us today against Tranmere?" I was like, "What time's kick off?" He was like, 3. Gotta be there in half an hour. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I'll think about it, put the phone down. I thought, shit, why have I just said that phone? The back was like, yeah, I'll be there. So then I got there and then fucking sat on the bench. I thought I was playing. Just sat me on the bench. So then,
do you know what? I'd have just got up and walked off.
yeah, so my head had fell off a little bit again.
Yeah.
But then he had this other keeper on trial with me. Like, and I was a better keeper. Like, but anyway, he was taller. So he said he ended up turning around, signed Reece Taylor. He came in out of nowhere, and I know Reece from Rotherham. He was the one of like 400 players that signed.
Yeah.
And so he signed, so I knew he'd be on a decent dough. And then Chal turned around and went, "I'll sign both of yous as well." Put us on same money, everything. Shite, really. And then fucking was making me travel places. My head was going, making me travel. And then I weren't getting in the team and just leaving me out or whatever. And then this one day, he made me travel to Altrincham away. And Reece got injured in the warm-up. And I weren't even changed or anything, so I ended up playing. Oh no, a lad got injured in the warm-up. Then the game started, and then Reece got injured in the game. I came on, so it was like touch lucky. So I ended up playing. It says like 9, whatever games, and we were unbeaten. Reece was on big though. I weren't on much, so Reece got fit, come back in. Bit like politics, do you know what I mean? But he's a good keeper. They signed him for that. Do you know what I mean? So, but then so that was like politics. So then while I was playing, Chester came back in for me, because I was on a non-contract, and said, "We'll put 7 days in for you." So Chal went, "No, you'll play. Yeah, we'll give you the contract." So I told Chester, "Nah, these are gonna offer me a contract. Don't waste any time. You can go and
get
sign."
somebody else.
So they signed the keeper. The Saturday, he fucking dropped me and put Reece back in. And fucking, I never ever got a contract off them. Stayed on non-contract all season. I was like, wow, mate.
Charles had your pants
Yeah,
on,
he said that I went behind his back, and I was like, fucking hell, Chal, whatever, sound. But never seen eye to eye with him anyway.
And then you went to Alter.
Yeah. Chal, fucking, we were doing on a small cider. He's not, I'm not asked, but come on a bit. So like, I'm a bit of a moaner when we're doing, like, I'm a sore loser. I hate losing, like any of us really. Yeah. So anyway, we should have a free kick in the small cider. They scored, so I kicked the ball away and was like, "Who the fuck's in charge here?" Blah blah blah. So we came on the pitch and went, "Shut up, you fuck. See you next Tuesday." Just out loud. So I was thinking, nah, say anything, criticise me like football wise, but don't insult me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I ended up squaring up to Chal and was like, "You can't call me that." And he's like, "Shut your fuck, like, see you next Tuesday." So I'm like walking towards him. So all the lads had to get in between us. And then the next minute, like, carry on the games. It was like, so obviously I felt like it was more personal with him than anything. Yeah. I never ever played for him ever again, like, but. And then he offered me a contract in the summer. I went on holiday and he fucking signed another keeper while I was on holiday and never phoned me, never heard nothing. I was like, oh my God. It's like, class, brilliant. Signed Jay, you know, Jay Lynch.
Yeah, Jay Lynch. Oh,
Yeah,
Sound
so
like
he
your
was
pants
like,
sound like
yeah, he's
me.
alright, Charlie Sound.
winning games there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How was Christmas dinner around at Charles anyway?
It was lovely. Got a bag of coal off him.
He invited you and then when you turned up, you went, "No, I didn't."
Yeah, Jay was there. He invited me. Jay was there.
I invited somebody else.
Yeah. Didn't you get the phone? Oh no, I didn't.
he rang you an hour before the meal as well.
Yeah. Can you turn up to this meal? You just put it out. We'll eat it. You just put it out.
Enjoying it at Alti though.
Yeah, class.
Because you're still only 25. Do you see yourself moving on? Have you got aspirations to? Obviously, after the Portsmouth game, like you both said, it's give you a bit of a taster. Do you have aspirations of going full time again?
Yeah, I'd love to. As I say, I hate my job. No, but I work like.
Yeah, but it's scaffolding though, isn't it? You know,
it's tough.
Like,
I work like 12-hour days,
yeah.
and then
You probably just wanted something in the pipeline.
yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah. So
Sorry.
no, but
It's a rubbish
cold
show.
tube
Going up in the world.
going up in the world, yeah. But so like I work 12-hour days and then go and play a game on a
Is that
Tuesday
5
night.
days as well?
Yeah,
5
Monday to
12-hour days.
Friday. Well, 10, but I'm out the house for 12. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah,
I
yeah,
work
yeah.
in Blackburn
Right.
on a water.
You know,
treatment plant.
sometimes you know when he's had a bad day.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, he sends videos like at work.
It's a shit plant, shit farm. Like a water treatment plant is where like everyone's shit goes to. Do you know what I mean?
You putting scaffolding up there.
So like we're building a new one, but it's next to an old one. So we have to do jobs on this old one.
Oh.
Like there's jam rags and everything. Just like old glass, you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
is it?
horrible.
It
is.
stink as well.
At times, yeah. In the summer, it was terrible. But,
Like, videos, all this shit just spewing round and a thing.
it's horrible. So like, so that pushes me on even more to become a proper footballer, a real footballer.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you never know. Games like that, like games like the Portsmouth game, can just propel lads, can't it? Especially if you
I've had
played
some
well.
good phone calls after that. Not like
What, from
any
clubs?
interest. No, just
Just
like
some other people saying
previous goalkeeping coaches and
Yeah.
like just people I've met through the game. They're saying like, I've seen what happened and well done, and it's nice. Do you know what I mean?
of
That,
course
like,
it is. Yeah,
little 5 minute of fame.
yeah.
It is nice, and I think I've had some good comments afterwards as well. So
Yeah.
He probably should have got man of the match instead of me.
I didn't know you got man at match. Didn't really mention it much.
He should have got it up.
It ran his Instagram story 5 days on the trot.
No, it weren't at
Got
all.
man
Carrying
at,
it
I was
round.
like,
Oh,
what have you
come on.
played again?
he was getting his boots out of his bag the next game and pulled it out.
Oh, where's this come from?
What's this?
Oh, what's that I'm sat on? What's my man in the match?
Yeah, he's got it here. Oh,
That though.
Should've brought
That's
it.
good.
No, he probably should have got it, but I was just that little bit better.
yeah, he was.
So let's go to Alti, because what's happened? What's happened this year really? You
We're,
picked up a little bit.
We're on the up, aren't we?
Yeah,
We've
we
had a
didn't
good-
start off too great.
No, I was looking not long ago. You were like 18th, and last year you just missed out on the playoffs.
Yeah,
I
well,
know,
we've got
and
the same team. We know we're good enough, don't we? Really?
And then I got back in the team, and then now we're on the.
Now you're on the
Nah, he's been very good this season as well, to be fair to him. We used to say he played dodgeball.
No, I was just unfortunate. Used to be one shot, one goal. That was
Was
one
it?
shot, one save, isn't it?
What about the mistake? We've got to talk about it. It's a cracker.
It's not a mistake though, is it really?
Do you know what? Watching it, I said to you, it's one of them where if somebody passed it back to you 100 times and the ball did the same thing, they'd score 100 times because you can't
See it coming.
warrant for that, can you?
There's
It's
nothing
like,
you can do.
I said it looks like it's a mole.
Oh,
And
man,
it
something just popped up and just nodded
So
over.
if you ever watch it, we can put it on our Twitter, can't we? So obviously, if someone rolls it back to you, it's just a shot and miss, isn't it?
Yeah.
Put the good angle on though, don't
Yeah,
put the one where
put
it looks like
the
it.
closer angle on. Because the other one doesn't give it any justice.
So we needed to win that to get in the playoffs. And
No, it was to finish third or something, and you miss a game in the playoffs, don't you? What is
Oh
it?
right, to finish third. So we needed to.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was at get a point or something. It was 1-1 in like the 92nd minute. Passed it
Someone's
back to
played it
Tony.
back.
It was the last swipe of the game. It was. It wasn't even the kick.
And
But you got rollick for that as well, didn't you?
The next game, the gaffer come to me, just before the game, in the warm up, think who we were playing. Who's that terrible team? And the keeper played up front.
Bright House.
Brighouse.
The
keeper played up front.
One of the keepers was Belford, and then his brother came on up front.
Oh, Nuneaton.
Oh, really? And he comes to me and he's like, right, yeah, you should have done better for that goal. I was like, come on, please. I'm trying to forget about it. You just reminded me of the warm-up. I think that spurred me on a bit. Like,
Did it?
Yeah. He's been trying to get rid of me for 3 years anyway.
He's still here.
Yeah.
Still stuck around.
Been there for 3 years, been trying to get rid of me for 4.
He's but this year we're doing alright, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think with our games in hand and our points now, if we win all our games in hand, we can go like 3rd or 4th.
Right, brilliant.
So it's not too
It's just
bad.
not too bad then.
The FA Cup and that just killed us a little bit. Because we went 10 games unbeaten and didn't move in the league.
Oh, really?
Because of the FA Cup and FA Cup.
You missed so
FA
many
Trophy.
games, so now
Yeah.
you've got to catch them up, haven't you?
It was like we winning and staying 18th.
How many have you scored now, Jordan?
I think I'm on, what am I on this season? 14
Oh,
maybe?
that's me, man.
14?
What's your aim? 25?
25, 30
Got to
again.
get 25, haven't you?
So
Yeah.
I'd like to beat last year's or
What was last year's?
22, but then 31 the year before, so I wouldn't mind beating that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the Evo stink, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got stink goals.
Is it?
They don't count, do they? So
Oh, very good. Well, is that it?
I think so. You got anything else
Pretty
for
much
us?
covered everything there, haven't we, pal?
Yeah.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's been class, to be fair. I'm sweating like I'm nervous.
It's horrible, isn't it, to be fair?
Nah, I've enjoyed it. It's good, really.
Come on, talking about yourself.
Yeah.
Have a bit of a laugh.
In the end, like.
Been good. No, that's
Just
it.
says mistake.
Mistake in capital letters.
Oh, wow.
We'll stick it on. You can all have a look.
Which one?
It's been good.
What one, yeah.
It's been good listening to you.
No.
Cheers,
It's been a
Tom.
pleasure having you on.
Merry
I
Christmas.
really appreciate it. Nice
Hope
one.
you have a great new year. Next one.
Yeah.
Good end to the season.